Hello and welcome to this week's Emotional Healing Live. Our topic for this week is about meaning making. Meaning making. You get to decide. So before I even jump into the topic, what I want to say is anytime I do these lives, I really encourage you to, as you listen to the information, just self-reflect. Check yourself. If any of this resonates with you, if it sounds like familiar, even if you've heard it many, many times. I mean, none of this information is really new. Perhaps it is new to you. It may be something you've known or heard in many places from many people. But anytime we hear it, it's good to pause and in this moment, check in with ourselves. Hi, Amanda. Welcome. So I want you to check in and always see, where am I at with this at this time? Because as we are healing and growing and evolving and doing our inner practice, it just gets deeper little by little. It's like you hear the same thing you've always heard, but somehow it's new to you today. So that's how I wanted to kind of start this conversation. And then, so today's topic is about meaning making. I like this term, meaning making. Long ago, I heard a student say to me she had done some course somewhere else in her life with some other group. And she told me that from that course, it was said that human beings are meaning-making machines. Hi, Caitlin, welcome. And this always stood out to me. Human beings are meaning-making machines. From the moment that I heard that, it felt so true and so right. But then as we look at ourselves, as we're living life, and we, again, as I said, self-reflect, self-examine, how is that showing up for me? How is that showing up for you? Meaning-making machines. We truly are creating, we want to create meaning. If you observe yourself, your mind, your brain wants to create meaning. So if we look at this on the negative side, we take something that happens to us, something we feel, something we see, something someone did or said, and then we make it into a negative meaning, right? Oftentimes I use the phrase stories, right? We have our own stories. We have our own perceptions about things that are, our eyes are colored with the lenses of our own stories. And through those lenses, we make that mean something that maybe it didn't mean at all. We make assumptions and we think, oh, when they said this, they meant that. Or because they acted like this, it means this. Or because this happened to me, it means this and that and this about me. If you listen in very, very subtly, you can hear yourself doing that. It's important to do that inner check, because otherwise you're just running with these meanings and taking them, unconsciously taking them as truth, as like the correct, true information. But they're not. We have lenses and we're seeing through those lenses. So something that is nothing, we can make it mean something else. And then we have a reaction to that. We have an emotional reaction to the meaning that we decided it has, even though it may not be the meaning at all, right? We make mountains out of molehills. This is a common saying. So we want to check in and see where we are creating mountains out of molehills with our meaning making that we're projecting. We're projecting it on to a person, situation, thing, ourselves, our body, our life circumstances, our relationships. So try to take note where you are making meaning in a negative way. And try to remember, if you can. So awareness is the starting point and it's the key. You have to be able to be aware that you're even doing it. And when you realize, when you catch yourself doing it, now you have an opportunity to make a shift. You have an opportunity to decide, maybe it doesn't actually mean that at all. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. How can I know for sure? If it's a situation where you can clear it up, like if it's a situation with another person and it can be cleared up through communication, that's great. Did you mean this when you said that? When you did this, were you intending that? This can be someone very close to you, like a partner, family member, or it could just be someone, in your sphere, whatever, your community, your work, your classes, whatever it is. Communication is key in that, if it's possible, to clear up. Did you mean that? It's not always possible to clear up through communication. Sometimes it's just not. Sometimes there's nobody to ask. Sometimes it's just me in my own head making meaning about life, making meaning about myself, right? Oh, I couldn't do this thing. That means blah, blah, blah. Oh, I got emotional and upset about this. Oh, that means I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm not good enough. I am not smart enough. I can't do it. I don't know. I'm this kind of person. I'm that kind of person. Sometimes I feel that I'm really an expert at meaning making, to be honest with you. When you watch yourself closely, you might feel you too are a master of the trade. Always making meaning. Why? Because that comforts the brain. The brain, again, I don't actually know the science, but when I observe myself, it feels like something in my mind, something in my ego then feels like it has more control over it. If it can say, oh, it means this. Now I've got a handle on it. So it's the discomfort of not knowing, right? The uncomfortable feeling of not knowing that can give us all anxiety. We don't like to necessarily sit in not knowing, that makes us latch on and want to find a meaning. And then we often do it in a negative way. So if you find yourself doing this in a negative way, try to catch yourself and try to kind of reel it back in. I'm adding meaning here where there may not be that meaning at all. At all. Maybe this is just a pattern of mine. This is just a habit to project that kind of meaning on this circumstance. So again, I'm talking in a very general and broad way because each of you have your own circumstances that this might apply to. That's why it's really in your hands to check yourself. If you have a situation with others or yourself that you're struggling with, am I making meaning where there isn't meaning? Now, this can also be used in a positive way. So so then sometimes we might say, okay, if I back up a little. So sometimes we might say, oh, it doesn't mean that. And then sometimes we might feel, well, it doesn't mean anything. And sometimes we might even feel there's no meaning. There's no meaning. Oh, this is pointless. There's no meaning. There's no meaning in my life. This is pointless. There's no meaning to this. We can fall into if we go into no meaning, no meaning, no meaning, we might fall into a feeling of apathy, or even a depressive kind of feeling. Now, to that, I want to say this. We are made of the creative particles of this universe. We are creative particles of life coming together, forming a human, forming the human that is me, that is you. These creative particles. We are made of that. So we're the creators of our own meaning, actually. So just the same as in the negative light, if we want to project, oh, it means this, it means that, and make ourselves more anxious, more worried, more upset, more down on ourselves, more insecure, and we can undo that and come back to neutral, maybe it doesn't mean that at all. In the same breath, we get to decide the meaning, and we can do that in a positive light as we choose, because we are the creative energy of this universe. We are creating itself. We don't know, on the grand scheme of things, we don't know for sure what is the meaning. But we can decide for myself, oh, it means this for me. For instance, making a theme for your year. Oh, it means it's helping me uncover my unconditional love. This is happening to help me. The universe is helping me grow my trust, grow my abundance. It's guiding me to the present moment. It's guiding me to what I want. I can choose to make anything mean that if I want. I can decide what my life means. I can choose. I get to choose. So we are the choosers and creators in our lives, because we are made of the creative energy of the universe. And so we can use that power to hurt ourselves, or we can use that power to heal ourselves, to lift ourselves up, to decide, I want to make it mean this, because that feels healthier for me. That feels happier for me. That brings me more joy. And joy is something I want more in my life. So knowing your want, your wish, what you're interested in, it doesn't have to be like so specific, and it doesn't have to be forever. This will be also changing and growing and evolving. We are becoming. So based on that, I get to decide, because it's really true. As a human being, I'm a meaning-making machine. So I can use that function to hurt me or to help me, to cause me suffering or to bring me joy, to bring me more light inside. You get to decide. You get to decide. So this is a power that we have, that I hope that we can all take back that power, because we disempower ourselves when we say, oh, it means this, it means that, it means what you said it means what they think it means this, oh, I heard about this. I do this all the time. I'm speaking to you and me at the same time. I'm really carefully kind of looking at this about myself, especially these days as I do deeper work on myself. Oh, I'm creating a lot of meaning here, meaning that doesn't exist, meaning that I spoke before in a previous live about this small me, this very big, small me. That small me is making all kinds of small meanings. So if I can recognize that and just sort of breathe and let the grip, like let go of the grip. How do I want to say that? The small me has like a grip on me in that moment. So I can breathe and relax, and I can allow that grip to loosen. Like I'm not doing the dance. I'm not doing the wrestling match with the small me anymore. I'm going to realize, oh, that was my small me saying, it means this. It means you're not good enough. It means you can't. It means, oh, they think this about you. It means you must be this kind of person. That's a small me. So if I let go of that dance, that entanglement with the small me, and just breathe and relax and allow and accept that small, big, small me, then I can lean into my wiser self. I think it was even last week I was talking about the inner parent, my adult self who is wise and compassionate and who sees widely, not small, not narrow vision, but wide, big. I can zoom way out with that self, and I can say, it could mean that, it could mean this. How about I'm going to decide it means the universe is bringing this to me perfectly for my healing, my growth right now, for my awakening in this moment, for bringing me closer to that which deep inside I'm working towards, I'm striving for, I'm yearning for deep inside. Could be peace, could be forgiveness, whatever it is. So I hope this makes sense to you. I'm not seeing a lot of comments today, but I hope that this is at least landing, making sense. And again, even if you feel like it's something you're already aware of or know about, take time to check yourself, especially where you find yourself struggling. And then breathe, relax. Let that little meaning maker, the meaning maker who wants to make negative, small, everything is about me, bad for me, poor me, oh, I'm not, that me, that's why I say it's big. It's so loud. It's so always screaming, oh, me, they hurt me. They think this about me. I'm not good. I can't, me, I. But there's a bigger me and a bigger I. A wiser, wider, more unconditional version of myself. So when I realize it and accept and allow and recognize, it doesn't necessarily mean that. And even be understanding, right? But the small me inside really keeps saying it means that. Why? Repeating the past, trying to be safe, trying to control, trying to get something, some energy, some attention, some love, some way. Okay, it's not bad. The small me inside, it's not bad. I don't have to be like controlled by it. I can relax and open myself and recognize I'm the chooser. I get to decide what it means. I'm the chooser and the creator, right? Can you even just feel that? Try to feel that in your body. The small me, it's like, it means this, it means that, it means this. And you can feel yourself constrict. And then there's a bigger self, right? If we lean into that self, oh, I feel much wider, much more spacious, lighter, more open. And there's a natural joy arising inside. I get to choose. And if I'm wise, I will choose it to mean what is helpful for me, what is healing for my body, mind, spirit, what opens my heart and brings me joy and more love into my life. That's the wiser adult self getting in the driver's seat and making choices. Because we don't know what any of it means. But when I realize I get to choose, I get to decide, I take my power back, I feel empowered. And we want that empowered self who is empowered in the most healthy, positive of ways, right? Not empowering my anger and my, spite or my, selfishness. We want to empower the bigger unconditional self who doesn't need any of those things. It's just existing in the present moment peacefully. We want to find the way to disengage and lean into that self. So let me have a sip of water. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I'm going to do a short tap on this. Okay. And so if you're with me, you can follow me. So tapping on the side of your hand. Even though I'm always making meaning about things in a negative way, it's okay. I love and accept myself. Even though I may not always be making negative meanings, but I can see the places where I'm struggling. I can see now that I am projecting meaning onto those situations that may not be true. And it's okay. I forgive myself for doing that. And I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have this little me inside that wants to make a lot of small meanings about things related to me. Blaming myself or assuming that other things are related to me in some way that they may not be. It's okay that I have that small me. I know that I have a bigger, wiser, unconditional me as well. And I choose to love and accept every part of myself. Top of your head. All this meaning making. Back of your neck. I keep making meaning about things that actually, if I'm honest with myself, may not be true. Top of your head. I keep doing it out of habit. Inside of your eyebrows. I keep doing it out of my desire to control things. Side of your eyes. I keep making meanings as a way to keep myself safe. Under your eyes. But I'm not really keeping myself safe. Under your nose. Because I'm hurting myself with all this negative meaning making. Under your lip. But it's okay. I accept myself for doing that. Under your collarbone. Even though it's not easy to accept, I recognize that I have this part. Center of your chest. And in some way, that part is just trying to keep me safe. Under your arm. And I understand. Side of your thumb. So it's okay that I was stuck in a very small, meaning-making perspective. Next finger. So right here and now, I'm choosing to let go of my attachment to that perspective, just a little bit. Next finger. Even if I can't completely let it go, I'm just choosing to loosen up my grip. Next finger. I'm loosening up my grip on this small, meaning-making self that I have inside. Next finger. And I'm realizing that maybe it doesn't mean that at all. Side of your hand. Maybe the thing I'm struggling with right now doesn't mean what I've been telling myself that it means. Top of your head. I'm going to allow myself for a moment to be free from that meaning. Back of your neck. I'm realizing it may not mean that at all. And I can be free from that meaning. Top of your head. I'm breathing in and breathing out and letting it be. Inside of your eyebrows. And I'm remembering that I am the chooser and creator of my life. Side of your eyes. Even if I can't change the things happening to me or around me, under your eyes, I can always change the meaning I give them. Under your nose, I can always change the way I perceive them. Under your lip. And that is why I am actually free. Under your collarbone. I'm free to choose whatever meaning I want. Center of your chest. I'm free to choose the meaning that makes me happy. Under your arm. The meaning that makes me feel healthier. Side of your thumb. I'm free now to choose the meaning that helps me grow and expand and become closer to that which I really want to be and feel. Next finger. Right here and now, I'm choosing that meaning. Side of your middle finger. If nothing else, I'm choosing that the universe must be bringing this difficult situation to me for a reason. Next finger. I'm choosing that it means the universe is bringing this to me for my growth, for my healing, for my study. Next finger. I'm choosing that it means the universe loves me so much and that I'm ready for this difficult situation. And that's why it came to my life. Side of your hand. And when I choose this meaning, I feel a little lighter. I feel a little more hopeful. I feel a little more positive. I feel a little more energy inside. I feel more empowered and ready to walk through my life with a little bit more wisdom and a bigger perspective. Because that is what makes me feel more joyful and more grounded and more free. And lower your hands. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Good. So if anyone wants to share anything that you felt or experienced through that, please do. Or if you have any question, or if you're watching this later, feel free to share it in the comment. And thank you so much for listening today. The last thing I want to do is just post one more time about my winter solstice event this Sunday with sound healer Kim Keen. So again, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. The transformative art healing is a really simple and guided, but very, very deep process to help you let go of really the old perspective, the old meaning, the old lens that you were stuck on. This is all about being stuck in your own lens, and to really tap into your possibility, to see from a new eye, to receive message and feel your heart, your spirit, feel your possibility, your big self coming alive. Sometimes we need help with that, and that's what these modalities are for. And again, I'm going to reiterate that I think it is a really good time of year for you to give yourself time and invest in a deep process like that to help you change the energy before we enter into the new year. So as we enter into the new year, we can have a more clean slate where we can put the new meaning to help me create the new life the way I really want, the way I choose, helping me to upgrade myself. So if you choose to come, the link is there, and I'll put it also in the description below, and I will see you Sunday. Otherwise, I will see you next week, and I wish a wonderful winter solstice for all. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.